One of their infamous leaders and co-organizers of the deadly Charlottesville rally is now saying that he's a political moderate. Yeah, and he's no longer identifying as a white supremacist. That's incredibly interesting. And we all know all of this because of his Bumble page. That's right, we are talking about Richard Spencer. He happened to have a profile out there, and also several journalists managed to find it, finding that he listed himself as a moderate and vaccinated. So maybe you're thinking there's no way that this is the same guy, but hey, the Jezebel journalist who received the tips, well, she happened to write this in particular. I checked all the vitals, photos, yes, age, yes, height, yes, astrological sign, yes, kids, yes. This really appears to be Richard Spencer, the guy who shouted "Hail Trump" in 2016, led the 2017 neo-Nazi march through Charlottesville, in which white men chanted "Jews will not replace us," and became the most prominent figure in the American white nationalist movement. And then, of course, well, she reached out to him after receiving his number from fellow reporters to confirm that it was actually him. And he responded, "Yes, that is I. I'd appreciate you respecting my privacy. This is obviously not newsworthy. I'm simply living my life," he texts back. Here's part of that text message exchange that you can see here between Laura Bassett, the writer of Jezebel, and Spencer himself. Quite interesting. Yes, and she also noted that Spencer went on to tell her that life experience and intellectual rethinking have caused him to reconsider the white nationalist views that he embraced earlier in life. And to reiterate, this man coined the term alt-right, and the Southern Poverty Law Center calls him a kind of professional racist in khakis. If you're on a path that leads nowhere, you have to rethink this, Spencer told her. Wow, this is pretty egregious, incredible. The fact that this man's out here on Bumble now saying, I've rethought all of the terror I caused as a white nationalist, and I'm a whole different person. Woes, are you smelling something fishy?
To be honest, I just view this as the power of the P. This brother is changing his tune because he was probably having a hard time getting laid. To me, this is the ultimate sign of the power of persuasion, if you will. I've seen brothers throw on yarmulkes, brothers convert to Islam. So it's not even that confusing to me that this brother would go from white nationalism to moderate his views, because again, man, people like human companionship. People like getting laid. I'm not surprised by this, Adrian.
No, okay, so first of all, y'all trash, T-rash. I can't believe it. I think that is so incredibly sad. Unfortunately, I think you're absolutely right. But also too, I would like to think that there are enough racist women out there that he could end up getting one. And also someone else definitely thinks that this is all kind of just, he's putting up this farce. And that's Amy Spittlenik. She's the executive director of Integrity First for America. She says this is all a facade. She's arguing that Spencer is just trying to avoid accountability amid a lawsuit that he says has financially crippled him. And as written in Jezebel, he is a defendant in our lawsuit against the organizers of the Charlottesville violence. In November, he was found liable as part of a $26 million jury verdict. He's been pulling this "I am a moderate now" thing for a few years, like with some of the other defendants. It just appears to be a way to try to avoid accountability, which definitely seems like a probable explanation considering how vile Richard Spencer is. And just to give you a little more background on him, so per Insider, after former President Donald Trump won in 2016, well, Spencer gave a speech in DC where he used Nazi salutes, imagery, and phrases to celebrate Trump's victory. Spencer separated from his wife of 6 years, Nina, in October 2016, and in divorce documents, she accused him of emotional, financial abuse, and physical abuse during their marriage, including when she was pregnant. Now, of course, he denies all of those allegations. And also, of course, he had the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville in 2017. And he also happened to be making comments that were leaked. Here's a reminder of what the man sounds like.
I win, they lose. That's how the world works. They get ruled by people like me. My ancestors enslaved those pieces of I rule the world.
Yeah, you can't tell me that the man suddenly had a change of heart. He had some intellectual enlightenment and realized that being a grade A racist is not necessarily his ministry. Give me a break. Poverty is what it is. I think that is the power of the P. Poverty is why he is going this direction. Woes.
Yeah, money certainly talks. I mean, when you're facing financial ruin because of all of the poisonous, disgusting, and vitriolic stuff that you've put out there, to the point where people are getting run over and killed at your quote unquote rallies. Yeah, people have said all kinds of stuff when facing, when in the face of financial desolation and not being able to support themselves anymore. So yeah, I could absolutely agree that the economic factor certainly played a role in making this guy change his tune.
Yeah, I find him to be a very disgusting human being, and my apologies if mispronouncing your name. I was all up in a place there.
You know what's so funny, Adrian?
I know it's the actual correct pronunciation, and that's what upsets me so much, because I'm like, I know I'm doing it right, but it's not right, and I need to do it the way he wants it.
It's completely right. It's no problem. You would be welcome right into my Haitian household with your pronunciation. It's actually picture perfect. You did a great job on that.
You're so fantastic and so kind. Thank you so much. But I definitely warn anyone out there, woman out there with Richard Spencer, because I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to pick up a woman of color to really lean into this whole I'm moderate now. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that would be something to complete the conversion. If he started dating a black or a brown woman, that would certainly raise my eyebrow for sure.
Absolutely, and I really pray that he is not going to go that far. Although even setting up a Bumble profile just makes me ugh. We got to stay away from these white nationalists. Even if they say they are moderate, they are still on the right.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.